My name is Simon May. I'm a professional composer, probably most known for writing the EastEnders theme. I've got sort of a criterion about when I think I've written a hit song or a hit piece of music. I get goosebumps, I get a surge right inside of me of feeling excitement, and ultimately when I can actually see tears coming out of my eyes, I know that I haven't received my royalties. Sorry, do you want to do another take on it? When I wrote the EastEnders long version, I imagined that I was playing an old honky-tonk piano in the middle section. So it was kind of, you know, but the modern section was on a contemporary piano. So what I'm saying is horses for courses. Whatever instrument you're playing, you adapt to it and make it work for that moment. My father had a warehouse because he stored furniture. That was part of his company. And on a Saturday morning when the workmen were not in the store, I used to go around this enormous dark building in the darkness, and there were loads of different pianos that were being stored. And I would just go from one piano to the other in the darkness, experimenting with all these different piano sounds. And that was kind of the prequel to what's happening nowadays when people in their bedrooms, they're experimenting with different samples and sounds. I was doing that acoustically with upright pianos. I'm very lucky because I seem to have the knack. I get a lot of things wrong, but not the melodies. And when I've put down a chord sequence in the studio, that's my backing track. And then my right hand goes for a walk, and it literally goes all over the place with a melody that is appealing to me. And very often it's take one, because the excitement of discovering a melody incentivizes you to move on to the next part of the melody. One of the most important things about a melody is, here's a tip, always make sure that you've got a passing note in your melody. If you listen to the EastEnders theme, I could have written da 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 ba 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 ba, which that last note would have followed the chord of G major. But I didn't actually play ba 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 ba. I went da 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 ba 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 da. That passing note, I think, makes EastEnders interesting. When I'm working with my music kids, I often give them an analogy about a passing note. I explain to them, you know, if you're driving along the road, you come to a minor road, and you turn off and turn left and go down that minor road. And if you're lucky, you'll find a nice restaurant or pub, you can have a drink or whatever. But you've got to get back to the main road. So that minor road, that distraction, is your passing note. But you've got to get back onto the main road. So da 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 da, dun 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 dun. That's the passing note. That's the lovely restaurant. But you need to get back to the main road. The late theatre director Peter Coe, who directed the original Oliver, gave me a wonderful piece of advice years ago. He said, Simon, write for your clients to make your living, but also write for yourself. And they're two separate things. When I'm commissioned to write a TV theme or whatever, I write because I'm being briefed by my client. And that's, I still enjoy that process, but for me personally, writing a musical like I did Smike, it's my passion project. So, if you like, writing for a client is my core business. Writing for myself is my core blimey business. I think the other piece of advice that I'd offer young people particularly, well, anybody actually, is that you shouldn't be so focused and worried about the end result. Enjoy the journey. That's just as important. And I'm doing that with my musical Rick. It's going to be performed at a great school, and whatever happens to Rick, the actual enjoyment of seeing it develop and grow, that journey is enjoyable per se in itself. I hope that I've been of some help to you in giving you a few tips about writing a hit song. You've got to remember that it's not an easy process. I've written hundreds of songs before my first hit, and if you are on a writing session and it's a bad day and you're feeling tired and no inspiration, walk away, go and watch a movie, go and play tennis. Don't struggle when you haven't got the inspiration. It'll come. We all have bad days in writing. Just be yourself, look after your mind, look after your body, and you'll get better results, I promise you. Wait for your good day and good luck.